Hey y'all, thank you for watching. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this amazing soup. This is the first meal that I've actually made in Cape Town, which kind of sad, but it is what it is. It's soup season back in the States. So here's how I made this delicious hearty soup. So we're starting off with some potatoes. I've got 5 of them. I got them from Checkers and they're about 19 rand. Not bad, not bad. It's about $1. And then we have some spinach that I picked up pretty good. Definitely had to wash these real good before I put them in my soup. And then I found this exotic forest mushrooms thing and I was like, that's cool. There was 3 different types of mushrooms in it and I decided that that was exactly what I needed. And so I'm gonna use those. And then I also found, I couldn't find any like vegetable bouillon or anything, so I got this vegetable stock pot from Knorr, and yeah, I think it's gonna do the trick. Spoiler alert, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. And then I also got this onion for about 3 rand, which is super cheap, super cheap. And so that's what we're gonna be doing. I didn't even use all these potatoes. I only used 3 of them, but here I am cutting up my potatoes. I'm gonna, I guess medium-sized bites, I guess. So I cut it in 3, and then I cut those thirds in half, and then I diced them, question mark. I don't know, you get it. Also, knife skills still on Yikiana, so don't judge, cause I don't be curling my fingers or nothing. I didn't go to culinary school. I don't know, girl. But, you know, we make it work. We make it work and we make it work. So here I am cutting up the potatoes. And this is about the size that I wanted. They're like medium-ish. They're bite-sized. Let's just say that. They're not like small bite-sized, but they're bite-sized. Yeah, so that's what we got. That's 3 potatoes. And so I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil on them. Found this at the store as well. I think I got that from Woolworths. And I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil and also some salt. Just a little salt. I don't know how much. Sorry. Not too much because there's a lot of sodium in this dish. And the owners of this place had left some spices for us to use, and so I'm just going through looking at what they got in their little spice, what is that? Spice bin. In their little spice bin. And I'm pulling some stuff out. They got some good stuff. They had a lot of like braai seasonings. I was like, ooh, okay. One of the reasons I didn't make I haven't made food like I used to is because like you have to, I forget that there's like a whole pantry of stuff that I need, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool. This is some rosemary and garlic seasoning. I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. Let me put that on there. I think it has salt in it, so we're not gonna do too much because I already put salt on it. And then here is some paprika. But yeah, I haven't been cooking much because like I need certain foods to cook, pantry stable foods that I don't want to waste because I'm not going to be here for forever. I could give them to somebody. I'll think about that. Anyways, I'm turning my oven on. I don't know how to use this thing, so we're learning together. And I think that turned the light on. That turned some heat on. I don't know. But I'm going to flip it to the next one, and I feel like that's even distribution of heat. And then I think that's 220 or 230 degrees Celsius, which is about 440 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. I don't know, girl. I think 220 degrees Celsius is like 445 degrees or 450 Fahrenheit, but I don't know. I'll check. And then there's one of the mushrooms that I'm dicing. Is that oyster? King oyster mushroom? I don't remember. I don't know my mushrooms like that. I don't know them, but something like that. And there's my brother in the background. Don't mind him. Anywho, I'm dicing those up also in like a bite-sized pieces. For these mushrooms, I'm just cutting the bottom parts off and just keeping them whole. I think that add a nice texture to the soup. So that's what I'm doing with all of these, is just cutting off the bottom parts where they're like connected, and then yeah, just letting them do their thing, their beautiful mushroom thing. And then for these, I think these are the shiitake ones, I'm cutting the little stem off the not the whole stem, but I'm cutting a piece of the stem off the bottom. What? A piece of the bottom off this, whatever. Anyways, I'm doing that, and then I'm just slicing those like you see me doing here. And I don't know, I kind of like that I'm getting different I don't know, I really like that there's like different mushrooms in this. Like, that's really cool. Where did I find that? Oh, I think I found most of these ingredients at Checkers on Kloof Street, but I don't know. So there's the shiitake mushrooms looking all cute, and that is that. There's our mushrooms done and done. Here's the different sizes. They're like not uniform at all, but I kind of like that. It's giving texture. Then I am gonna cut up my onion. I think it's a yellow onion, I don't remember, and I'm just gonna use half, the whole half, and I'm gonna take that little outer skin off and slice and dice. Slice and dice. That's the name of the game today. Yeah, I can't believe it took so long. I've been eating so much takeout, you guys, and my pockets aren't hurting, but my skin is like rebelling so bad, and I can't say I blame it. It's not the healthiest thing, but I just don't know what to make in the kitchen. Like, all of my vegan staples I don't have anymore. I don't want to just go run out and buy all these things that I'm not gonna be able to use in the time that I'm here. I'm just like a mess, but I thought a soup was a good, easy recipe to do. And there's my little sliced onions. They're not, you know, they're a little diced. And so here's my little pot, I'm gonna use that olive oil again and coat the bottom. I used a fair amount of olive oil because the mushrooms do soak up quite a bit of whatever you put them in. And oh my gosh, y'all, I was having the hardest time figuring out how to use the stove. Like, it actually took way longer than it was supposed to. I think this whole thing took like 2 hours, and it's like, why? Because I didn't know which burner to use. Like, the burner part didn't have any labels. I didn't know which part, like, to turn it to high or low. It was a mess, but we made it through. I do now know how to use it, so lessons learned. But here I am just adding my little onions to the pot. I'm gonna check my potatoes. Sorry for you know how that goes when the heat just kind of hits you in the face, my bad. But there's our potatoes. They're looking good. I think I can take them out now. Just make sure that you can run a fork through it like that. Looking good. They are going to continue to cook in the soup, so they don't have to be super forkable, but you know, just to make sure it's not raw potatoes in our soup. And so here I'm just like, you see that? Look at that. Like, which one is which? Can you tell? Because I couldn't. I was like, which knob goes to which burner? I was having the most trouble with that. Obviously something's happening. Something. It's very slow going, but something is happening because there's there's condensation at the top of the lid. So I'm like, something's going on, but it's just not as fast as I want it to, but we're still moving and grooving. So I'm gonna add all my mushrooms in, and I'm gonna stir that around and get that to saute a bit in the pot. That's a nice size pot too. Very nice size pot. First of all, the owners of this place left us with like everything we needed, which was super nice, super duper nice. Oh, I'm salting my mushrooms. Ooh. Yeah, my camera decided to flip up on me, but I'm salting my mushrooms to get them to break down a little bit. You know how that goes, you dig? And then I'm gonna just stir it around, make sure everything is nice and incorporated. hoping that these mushrooms cook. I'm still touching the burner to see, like, is it even hot? Like, for real, is it even hot? It was-ish, but you know, we're gonna see. I decided to add some bay leaves because soup, bay leaf kind of goes together, right? Something like that. So now we just put the top back on and wait. See what's going on. Here I'm sitting in the kitchen waiting because I don't know what's going on, but it's taking forever. It's taking 5 ever and a day. So I moved it to another burner. Look at that. The light's on now. I don't know what the light wasn't on before. It's actually cooking now. We're moving and grooving. It's going great. It's going really great at this point. So now I'm going to add my little stock, vegetable stock thing. And I'm adding 2 of them, but I'm starting off with 1 just to make sure that it's like, that I'm not gonna put too much, but that's what it looks like. It's kind of gelatinous. I don't really use these. I usually use like a vegetable stock, like a liquid stock or like a vegetable bouillon, but I didn't really find those. I wasn't looking too hard, but I didn't find those at the store immediately. So this works. This is what we got. This is what's going on. You got to do what you got to do. And then I'm going to add in my potatoes so that those can get coated in the mix as well. I don't know. We're just mixing some, it's soup. Just add all this, dump it all in. Clean up my mess as I go. And we're just gonna coat those as well. Make sure everything is good. Sorry for the camera skills, by the way. I don't know where my SD cards are, so this is all by phone. So bear with me. Anyways, I had some hot water because I don't know what I made that required hot water, but waste not, want not. So I'm just adding that water into my pot. I could have probably used water from the sink, but I didn't. So this is what we got. And then I'm adding my second vegetable stock thing to the pot, and I'm gonna just let that do its thing. Or oregano, I think that's oregano. Yikes. But I'm adding that, and then also some thyme. Love some thyme. I ended up just using all of that, so I think that was about a teaspoon. It wasn't much, but I added like a teaspoon of each of those and just stirring it all in, incorporating it, making sure everything looks nice. It's giving soup. It's giving soup, and it looks delicious. And so I washed the mess out of these spinach. I'm talking like 8 times. I was washing for my life because I didn't, it said wash thoroughly. I'm like, bet, say less. So I did that, and I'm adding the whole thing into my pot because it's gonna shrink down. As you know, spinach, you add like 50 pounds of spinach and you get like a tablespoon of spinach out of the whole thing. So that's what we're doing. We're adding the rest, and I'm tasting as I go. It's tasting good, not too salty, period. And that's what we're looking like. Basically done. The soup's basically done. I just want to let it do its thing for a little bit, like a few more minutes. Covered it with a pot, or the top, and there's the spinach. It wilted a little bit. That's what I wanted. I'm gonna take my bay leaves out now, put that in the trash, and mix up my soup so that the spinach isn't just all on top. And that's what it's looking like, you guys. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. It's not soup season here in Cape Town, but it definitely is in the States. So I had to do it one time for the one time. And I like to add chili flakes to my soups because I'm a spice girl, but I gotta be cognizant of the other people who are eating my food. So I just add it to the bowl. I don't add it to the pot. And I was on struggle bus city trying to get this top open, trying to get this seasoning out, but we're making it work. So I'm adding my little chili flakes, and that's the soup, y'all. And here I am trying it. Fun fact, I do not like big utensils. If you're like me, comment down below. I don't like big utensils. I don't like big spoons. I don't like big forks. This was a big spoon. We were struggling a little bit, but it's all good. It's fine. So, on that note, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Love you so much. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my very next video coming soon to a theater near you.